Cruising on the Nile is one of those travel experiences that is sure to stay with you forever. But it's just one highlight of our Treasures of Egypt adventure with Scenic.
Now, where we're going to is the Temple of Feli. It is absolutely beautiful. But what is quite remarkable is they had to completely shift the location of the temple because they created in the 1970s the Aswan Dam. So rather than the temple being flooded and losing it completely, they just moved it.
The temple complex is now on a neighbouring island, and access is only by boat. It was moved piece by piece in all of its original glory as part of an 8-year rescue project, ensuring all the incredible detail is still intact. Back on the mainland, and Scenic has us booked in at what could possibly be the most wonderful hotel I have ever had the pleasure of visiting. Not only is the Cataract Hotel a legendary establishment, its location in Aswan is so beautiful, it is almost surreal. This location has inspired many a great mind, but possibly the most famous was one of the world's greatest crime novelists, Agatha Christie. On this balcony is where she sat waiting day after day for her husband, who was an Egyptologist. He would go out to work. She was so lonely, her brain started to tick over, and here is where she wrote Death on the Nile. Now, I did promise you earlier, this trip would offer an array of transport options, and the felucca would have to be my personal favourite. These traditional wooden sailing boats still sail the Nile, as they have done since the time of the pharaohs. These days, they mostly transport tourists like us, and since the feluccas rely entirely on the breeze, it's a slow and incredibly peaceful experience.
No
Sala,
clouds,
thank you. It's just such a perfect afternoon.
Yeah.
To wrap up this trip of a lifetime, before we finish up back in the capital of Cairo, we are headed to one of Egypt's greatest temples, and Scenic will make the journey there much easier than that of early explorers, with a flight that'll take you almost to the entrance. After the pyramids, Abu Simbul is the most visited ancient site in all of Egypt. Ramses II, arguably Egypt's greatest ever pharaoh, he took trying to impress the neighbours to a whole other level. He wanted this imposing structure to be the first thing that you saw as you sailed down the Nile from the south. So basically saying, do not mess with Egypt, do not mess with me. Incredibly, this is not the original site. You see, the creation of the Aswan Dam threatened to submerge the temple, so it was moved and reconstructed from the original site in what is considered to be one of the greatest challenges in archaeological history. How is this for solar alignment? Inside the temple, you will find these 4 statues placed in such a way that twice a year, the sun shines directly through here on 3 of the statues, not the 4th on the left, because he is the god of the underworld, and the sun remains the longest on the one in the middle, second from the right, Ramses, the man. Join Scenic on a 12-day Treasures of Egypt 5-star luxury land journey in 2021, fully escorted by a scenic tour director and expert Egyptologist. Prices start from $9,185 per person twin share, and that includes savings of $800 per couple. For a limited time, Getaway viewers can also save an additional $400 per couple. So to request a brochure, just visit scenic.com.au/getaway, call 1300 790 372, or speak to your nearest Scenic agent.